Jennifer sat by the window, watching the rain fall gently on the ground. She was 12 years old and lived alone with her father. Her mother died when she was just a baby. Even though she never knew her mother, Jennifer missed her every day. Her father, Mr. Daniel, was a good man, but he worked too much. He left early in the morning and came back late at night. Most times, Jennifer ate dinner all alone. At school, some of the kids were mean to her. They said things like, "You don't have a mother, that's why you wear old clothes." But Jennifer never fought back. She just smiled and walked away. She believed that being kind was better than being angry. Jennifer loved helping people. If someone fell, she helped them up. If someone cried, she wiped their tears. Even the teachers liked her because she was so respectful. But no matter how kind she was, people still looked down on her. One day, something strange happened. Jennifer came back from school and saw her father smiling for the first time in a long while. He was standing beside a tall woman with sharp eyes and red lipstick. "Jennifer," her father said, "this is Angela. She's going to be your new mother." Jennifer's eyes lit up. A mother. Finally. Someone to talk to. Someone to braid her hair. Someone to say goodnight to. She ran and hugged Angela. But Angela did not hug her back. She stood still and looked at her with cold eyes. Jennifer thought maybe she was just shy. That night, Jennifer dreamed of a dark river with strange lights dancing on the water. A voice whispered, "Don't go there at night." When she woke up, her heart was racing. She didn't understand what the dream meant. The next few weeks were confusing. Angela moved in and things started changing. At first, she pretended to be nice when Mr. Daniel was around. She cooked sweet food and smiled a lot. But when he left for work, her face changed. She would shout at Jennifer for no reason. "Why is this room dirty?" she would yell, even though the room was clean. She would make Jennifer wash plates again and again, just to watch her cry. Jennifer kept quiet. She didn't want to make her father sad. She believed maybe, just maybe, Angela would change. But things got worse. Angela stopped giving her enough food. "Eat the leftovers," she would say. Jennifer started getting thinner. Still, she smiled and did her chores. Sometimes, she even prayed for Angela. One day, Mr. Daniel came home early. He caught Angela shouting at Jennifer. Jennifer stood in the corner, shaking. But Angela smiled and said, "She's lazy. I'm just teaching her manners." Mr. Daniel looked confused. Jennifer wanted to speak, but she stayed silent. She didn't want to break her father's heart. So once again, she forgave Angela in her heart and went to bed hungry. One cold night, Angela woke Jennifer up. "Go and fetch me water from the mystery river," she said. Jennifer's eyes widened. "But it's dangerous at night," she whispered. Angela slapped her. "Don't talk back to me. Go." Jennifer's hands shook as she wore her slippers. The mystery river was far away, deep in the woods. Nobody went there at night. People said spirits lived there after sunset. But Jennifer had no choice. If she refused, Angela would beat her again. She carried a small lantern and a bucket. As she stepped out into the night, the wind blew her hair. Trees moved like shadows. The road was quiet, too quiet. She walked for what felt like hours. Every sound made her jump. Then she reached the river. It was glowing. Strange lights floated above it, like tiny stars. The water didn't look like normal water. It looked alive. Jennifer knelt down and dipped her bucket in, whispering, "Please, don't hurt me." As she lifted the bucket, she heard a whisper behind her. She turned around, no one. Then a voice said softly, "You are kind. We see your pain. We will follow you." Jennifer ran. She didn't look back until she reached home. Her hands were shaking as she gave the water to Angela. Angela laughed. "So you're not as useless as you look." But something had changed. That night, the house felt cold. Windows creaked. Lights blinked. Angela couldn't sleep. She kept hearing footsteps in the hallway. Whispers filled the air. You heard the innocent. You shall not bear fruit. Angela screamed in her sleep. She dreamed of hands pulling her into the river. She woke up sweating, but the voice stayed in her ears. Days turned into weeks. Angela's body grew weak. She visited doctors. You're healthy, they said, but your womb is closed. You can't have children. Angela cried. She didn't know the spirits had cursed her. But Jennifer's life slowly began to change. Her father started noticing things. He saw how tired Jennifer looked. He saw her torn clothes. One day, he followed her without her knowing. He watched from behind the door as Angela shouted at Jennifer. He was heartbroken. I thought you loved her, he said to Angela. Angela lied again. But it was too late. Mr. Daniel had seen the truth with his own eyes. That night, he told Angela to leave the house. You hurt my daughter. You can't stay here. Angela packed her things in silence. But as she stepped out, she heard the whisper again. You shall not bear fruit. Meanwhile, Jennifer began to grow strong again. Her smile returned. At school, people started treating her better. Even the headmistress called her a brave and special girl. After her secondary education, she furthered her education to university, and at the age of 25 she was already a graduate. One sunny morning, something unexpected happened. A black car stopped in front of their house. A man in a royal uniform stepped out. Are you Jennifer? He asked. Jennifer nodded, confused. The prince would like to meet you. Her heart jumped. Why would a prince want to see her? She followed the man to the palace. It was like a dream. Gold walls. Big windows. People bowing. And there he was, the prince. Young, kind eyes, and a gentle smile. I've heard about your kindness, he said. You're special. I want to know you more. Jennifer blushed. She had never felt this way before. She began to visit the palace often. The prince liked talking to her. He said she had a pure heart. Time passed, and they became close.
One day, the prince knelt down with a shiny ring. Will you marry me? He asked. Jennifer cried. She never thought love would find her. Yes, she whispered.
The whole kingdom celebrated. People cheered. Girls waved flowers. And Jennifer, the once maltreated girl, wore a crown. But something was watching from the shadows. The palace was full of music and dancing. Everyone was happy. Jennifer sat beside the prince, wearing a beautiful golden dress. Her crown sparkled under the lights. Her father sat in the crowd, tears in his eyes. He was proud of his daughter. From a lonely little girl to the future queen, he could hardly believe it. But outside the palace, the sky had turned dark. Clouds moved fast, and thunder roared in the distance. In the wind, a whisper floated. She must not forget. That night, Jennifer had another dream. She stood at the river again. The spirits rose from the water like smoke. One of them came close to her and said, "The one who caused your pain is not done. She seeks power. She wants revenge." Jennifer woke up with a start. Her heart was beating fast. She looked around her beautiful new room in the palace, but the dream felt too real to forget. The next morning, the prince noticed her quiet face. "Are you okay?" he asked, gently holding her hand. "I had a strange dream," she said. It felt like a warning. The prince nodded. "We will keep you safe. Nothing can hurt you now." But he was wrong. Far away in a small dark house, Angela sat alone. Her beauty had faded. Her eyes were red, and her heart was full of hate. She had gone to every doctor, every herbalist, every prophet. No one could help her. She knew it was the river spirits. And she blamed Jennifer. "She took everything from me," she whispered. "Her joy, her crown, her prince, it should have been mine." She began to search for something dark, something evil. One night, she found an old woman in the forest. The woman had no eyes, but she spoke clearly. You seek revenge. But revenge comes with a price. Angela nodded. I will pay anything. The old woman gave her a small black bottle. Drink this and go to the palace. You will have power, but you must not feel guilt. If you do, it will destroy you. Angela took the bottle and laughed. Back at the palace, the wedding plans had begun. Tailors came with fine fabrics. Bakers arrived with sweet cakes. People from all over the land came to see the girl who had once been nothing, now about to become queen. Jennifer tried to enjoy it, but the dreams wouldn't stop. Each night, the river spirits warned her. She is coming. Be strong. On the day of the engagement ceremony, everything was perfect. The sun was shining. Flowers covered the palace gates. The prince wore his royal robe, and Jennifer's dress sparkled like stars. But just as the music began, a shadow moved through the crowd. Angela had arrived. No one recognized her at first. Her face was covered. She walked slowly, her eyes burning with jealousy. She hid near the garden, holding the black bottle in her hand. Jennifer saw her. Her heart dropped. She stood frozen. Angela smiled. Hello, my dear. Miss me? Guards rushed forward, but Angela opened the bottle and threw the black smoke into the air. It spread like a cloud, making people cough and scream. Jennifer fell to the ground. The spirits rose again. Only she could see them. They stood between her and Angela. You have the power now. You can stop this. Jennifer stood up slowly. She walked toward Angela, not with hate, but with strength. I forgive you, she said. Angela screamed. The spirit swirled around her. No. Don't say that. But it was too late. The moment Jennifer forgave, Angela's power disappeared. The smoke faded. The spirits whispered, the pure heart wins. Angela fell to the ground, crying. She had lost everything. Again. Jennifer turned away. The prince ran to her side. Are you okay? She nodded, tears in her eyes. I think the past is finally over. But deep inside the forest, something else had awakened. A new spirit, darker than the rest, had watched everything, and it was not happy. What happens next, or will Jennifer win the battle between love and hate? Find out in the next video, and if you want the part 2 of this story, write part 2 in the comment sections and subscribe to my weekly uploads. Like the video, turn on your notifications bell and share the video with your loved ones and friends if you found it inspiring and captivating. Thanks for watching and see you in part 2.